up, everybody? Welcome to the last day of the Z4 build. In today's episode, we're gonna fix yesterday's paint job. Just a touch, just a smidge. After that, we're gonna finish installing our suspension. We're gonna install some new wheels and tires, banging wheels and tires, drop the car to the ground. Final day, everyone, woo! B is for build and B is for busted up paint jobs. So we got a little bit of tiger striping. You can kind of catch it on camera right here, side to side to side. Last night, these were the parts that were super puddled up and still very wet. Tiger striping comes from a myriad of different reasons, but anyways, the way to go is to paint like this and then to come back and paint like this, which is what I did, which is why the tiger stripes are going that way. It's super annoying to me though, and it doesn't have to be there. So we're still within the respray time. We have a little bit of time this morning to spare since we're staying with the matte color. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is mix up some paint, clean this panel up real nice, and then I'm gonna do a nice even coat side to side, front to back, across this thing, get rid of those tiger stripes. Finished reshooting the hood. That's looking good. It's still drying up in some spots, but it's definitely looking a lot better. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing some unmasking, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and spray these side mirrors. I'm gonna actually do a gloss black because the A-pillar right here is gloss black. The rest of this is a matte black. I think the contrast will look good, even though we're doing matte black in the front areas. I have to rattle can this because we don't have any other paint, but let's be honest, we all know that if you rattle can one of these at home and you drive several thousand miles, you're gonna end up with rock chips everywhere in your mirror. So this isn't really a long-term solution, but if you did a color change on your car and you're stuck in a situation like me, it's a short-term solution. Looking good, so we're gonna keep going here. I gotta unmask that. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the front bumper emblem right there and the two other side emblems. We got a little bit, we need to get a paint pen and do a little bit of touch-up work with the black. And Freddie's probably gonna get started on the rear coilovers, is that correct?
I don't think so, man. I like the stance. I think the stance is good.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Stock in the back, modified in the front.
Yeah.
Let you know where we've been and where we're going.
It'll probably squat down better and grip up a little bit. Anyways,
that's perfect.
Doesn't pass the shoe test. All right, so yeah, Freddie's gonna work on that rear suspension, and then we get to put wheels and tires on. Are you excited for that? We got some plastic in here. That's weird. Okay, back to work. Car's really looking good. I got done with kind of a lot of my unmasking and final touches and stuff like that. Freddie's working on installing the BC Racing rear coilovers, and I'm gonna jump into our piggyback tuner. So this is a piggyback tuner from a company called Burger Tuning. burgertuning.com. I'm going to put a link to their website in the description. This is a piggyback tuner and the model is a JB4. They have these available for almost every single BMW and a ton of other brands of cars as well. It's a piggyback tuner, meaning it's going to intercept some signals that were on their way to the ECU, and it will kind of as a whole send different signals so your car can run faster. You can push your car over the stock limits of what it was programmed to do by kind of giving it fake numbers, but the magic is giving it all the fake numbers so you have the right amount of fuel, the right amount of air, your spark and your everything is going to be all good. So you can get, you can do more boost and other things like that with something like this. So it's a really, really good, affordable opportunity to make your car a lot faster. So I'm gonna bust up the instructions on how to install this thing. We're just gonna be intercepting, I believe it's 3 sensors, and then we're gonna have a power and a ground and then a signal wire. Freddie took a break to tune his Lambo. It is so cool, man. I gotta get me one of those. So we've got boost solenoid intercepted, T-math intercepted, math intercepted. That's the three main ones. Then the tuning box comes over here, and now we're gonna go ahead and wire it in, and it's gotta be wired into some wires that are inside this box. So I gotta go ahead and open it up. This is all obviously like a battery disconnected type of installation. So the battery's been disconnected this whole time. I'm gonna open that up, continue to follow the instructions. I would assume we're about halfway there, and we'll get that all wired in, and we should be able to start fiddling with it. All right, I finished up wiring it up to the, that's to the CAN bus wires right here. That all goes in there. Again, excuse the awesome Lambo tuning in the background. So that comes through. Now, I forgot to get the additional plugin that sends the data to your mobile device. It's a really cool data read, and I'd love to show you guys that, but I forgot to. When you don't do that, though, what I did was I set the map by you press this button and this button down at the same time. You click them down, a little light comes on in the dash, and then the tachometer starts, the tach and the speedometer start fluttering around to show you what menu you're in. So we went into the second map menu that is a pre-programmed map for this car, and it will hit peak boost at 22 PSI, which I'm assuming, I'm very unknowledgeable about this engine and platform and everything like that, but I'm assuming that's the like highest safe rating. So this thing should rip. I'm really excited. Freddie is almost done installing the coilovers. Let me show you our wheel and tire package that we got here. Our sponsors hooked us up really big for this build, which is really cool because although it's a quick, small build, having all their products on here means a lot. So this is a Konig flow-formed decagram wheel that we're going to run on here. We're running a 8.5 on the front and a 9.5 on the rear, staggered setup with a little bit more concave on the rear. And then we're running Nitto NT05s. These are an awesome tire. We've been working with Nitto a little bit recently, and I'm stoked to continue that partnership. So I'll put a link to both of their companies in the description, and I'll say this for both of them: they make great quality products that are very affordable. It's an economical choice to have good quality stuff, and they support YouTubers and creators like ourselves. So another bonus. Go check them out, or if you just want to send them some love, shoot them a message on Instagram or something, say you saw them on the channel. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these on all around. Freddie's gonna lower that thing down, and I'm gonna put that box back on there for the to get the tuner all sealed back up, and then I think it's time to drive.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. All right, we got the wheels on the car. It's time to pull it out of the shop, get it on the road. We will roll that window down. Nobody will know that's there.
All right, so on the road. We're on the road.
Yeah. After 3 days, it feels pretty good.
Well, today's the fourth day. Yeah.
After 4 days, I have no idea what day it is.
Today is Saturday, man. We're on a weekend cruise in our Z4. Shout out to Matt Fareoh for letting us steal his camera angle and filming style. This is the B is for Tavarish one take.
Yes, B is for Tavarish one take.
Hang on, there's a driveway. This thing handles really good. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna rip it around this corner. We're just gonna throw it in.
Oh! That's not bad, dude.
That's that new suspension, new tires. That's that life, man. That's good.
So the ride quality is actually really good. We have this on full hard.
Full hard. It's actually very nice. I mean, you can feel you feel the road like a more sporty car.
Yeah. Well, we also have bigger wheels and more grippy tires.
Better tires.
Yeah. So it actually feels really, really nice.
We improved it dramatically with just those parts. Dramatically.
And considering that this car was absolutely undrivable when we started.
It was really bad.
I mean, we couldn't even. We needed.
corner.
And you can hear that turbo now.
Yeah, dude, sounds great.
This thing's nice, man.
So when it started and we took it on the first drive, let's be honest, we were both a little bit worried.
Yeah.
Car was a touch rough.
A little bit, yeah.
More than a touch rough.
Yeah.
We had issues. We were expecting a lot more issues coming. Let's check our turning radius. We're good. We're good.
Perfect. We're not rubbing on anything.
No. Yeah, we were both pretty worried.
Yeah. I was a bit concerned, yeah. But now this is like,
I didn't think
this is like a car. A car.
I was gonna say, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but yeah, somebody could drive this to school every day or work or whatever. Man, I would love to autocross this car. Maybe not the automatic, if we could get it in a manual trim. But
yeah, like a manual or a DCT or something like that. Yeah.
Somebody left a screwdriver in the middle of the road flathead.
Wow.
Not from our shop.
Yeah, I don't think it's ours. I mean, it could be ours. Who knows? You know, we could have thrown it that hard.
You don't have those screwdrivers, I know. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, great cruising car. Great when we throw into corners. Let's do this corner again one more time.
Okay.
Testing the braking, entry. I gotta set a goal to knock your camera off its tripod. Here
Let's
we go.
do it.
Oh my God.
Almost.
Oh, that's a blast.
That is really nice. That is really nice.
We should probably find out.
Oh, you did it. You got the camera all screwed up. All right, what do you think we go for a little pull?
Little pull?
Yeah, little pull. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got our tune on here.
Yeah.
So we should get 22 PSI of boost. We're in sport plus traction control off.
Okay.
If we weren't in an automatic, this thing would do wicked burnouts. But yeah, let's turn this thing around. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Pretty fast. That's pretty fast.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all, man. That's a good feeling. I knocked the tripod off with my speed.
Oh, with your immense speed.
I don't think we got through too many gears, but
No.
that's okay.
Oh my God.
That's
Whew.
okay.
That is a fast car, ladies and gentlemen. And considering
Considering what it is.
considering you bought the car for $3,200 and we had 3 days to do it, I could not ask for anything better.
So let's say this. I know that you and I both we love to do these collaborations, but we also like to kind of inspire people to do this stuff.
Right.
So
yeah.
I would say if you're a young kid and you want to get a car at a good deal, maybe buying a salvage car could be a great idea. Don't fix it in 4 days with your buddy.
Yeah. You want to take a little
weeks.
No, take a little more time. Take as much time as you need.
Take a little bit of time because the amount of hours that we had to put into this over 4 days should have definitely been stretched out.
Yeah.
And
a lot of late nights.
A little bit more love, a little bit more attention to detail, and this would just be such a like solid long-term car.
If you took a little bit more time, this could be absolutely perfect. But this is a really good just driver.
But we did get 80% of the way there with like 20% of the time. I mean,
Yeah, with 150% of the effort.
Yeah. I say I drive this car to Disney World. I actually would drive this car to Disney World, except for then I fly home from there.
Yeah, then you can't get it back.
Hey guys, we're gonna leave it in the Disney World parking lot. First one there keeps it.
Getting this thing back to the shop and finally seeing it done. I mean, I just gotta say, matte was a cool alternative since we didn't have time for gloss. I'm really glad we didn't even try because it's cold outside today. This paint would have never dried.
Yeah.
It looks mean. It looks like a battleship. Like, it looks great. This color is super cool, guys. Expect to see this on another vehicle on BS for Build sometime. Hockenheim Silver Metallic. This is a great color. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but when you get it out in the sunlight, some blues, some hints of purple, they all come out, and man, it just looks great.
Dude, we did a really good job on this car. You did an awesome job. So you made the car look this good, and I just did like some minor things.
But it's very important how much better it drives now than before, because I wouldn't have wanted this car if it drove like it did on our first day.
No.
Now, I want to keep this car.
Yeah. This is a definite keeper.
So I'm thinking the game plan for this car is it's going to hang out here at Freddie's shop for a while.
Yeah.
They have their secondary channel, Wrench Every Day. Obviously, I'm going to put links to Freddie's channel and a secondary channel in the description below. And, if they want to jump into a couple of the small electrical gremlins or the little, annoying things that we had in the car, that'd be really cool. And then it's probably going to be sent back to my place in Portland.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think it's a It's a great little car, and I'm happy that you showed up. And I mean,
it's our third year. So first year we did $1,500 rear-wheel drive car challenge in California. That was awesome. Second year we made a Ford Explorer drift and fly.
Yes.
Third year, we kind of upped it a little bit.
We made a Supra. We made a new Supra.
We built a new Supra
for like $3,500. So yeah.
Let us know what we should do next winter. What you guys would like to see.
I think we should do like an actual challenge where we don't work together. We have to work against each other.
I think that's what's in the cards.
I think that's the ticket.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support on this build. I know you guys have liked it. Yeah, expect to see more from this car in the future on my channel and Freddy's. Peace.